What is up? What is up? Welcome to another episode of The Real. I'm your host, BG, with the lovely ladies, Miss Marty Cruz and God is Z in the building. How you guys doing today?
Hi, we're doing good. Ready?
I am well ready for tonight's combo.
Yes, sir. Let's get into it.
So you guys ready for the hot topic? Ready to get started or something?
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Welcome to another episode of The Real. I am your host, BG, joined by the lovely Goddess Z in the building. How you doing today, girl?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know, we get to get back on here. You know, we've been off and on lately, but, you know, we're trying to get a rotation back. And, you know, work and life is definitely taking a part of that. But I'm glad to get you on here, girl. And it is November, where, you know, I'm not too big into all the holidays, but, you know, the ones that have to do with the good cooking and the good food, those are the ones I love the most. So we are on the road to Thanksgiving. So I thought we should have, you know, take a trip down memory lane and talk about some stuff, you know, favorite things to do, favorite places to go, you know, traditions and all the good stuff. So I'm ready when you are, girl. Let's get it.
Let's dive in. So me personally, I love cooking. So any type of holiday that surrounds cooking, I am all in. And then especially like Thanksgiving is one of those holidays where you can actually like give gratitude and I can cook. So I'm down for it. I ain't necessarily down for like the reasoning behind it. Like a lot of holidays, like traditional holidays.
No, I'm saying like there's not very many of them that I'm like, oh, cool, you know, like I'm kind of now, but
I think it's power in gathering with your family, and you can create your own intention, you know.
Facts, you know, like, you know, we can start with that, you know, like first off, is it your favorite holiday out of all the ones you do celebrate?
Is Thanksgiving my favorite holiday?
Yeah.
No, Halloween is.
Halloween is for real?
Absolutely. I dress up every year. Dress up my entire family. It's a whole event.
Like, are you guys matching costumes?
Sometimes, but they kind of getting over that. This year, nobody wanted to match with me, and I kind of forced my husband to match with me. We were we were like jokers, like it was like this Harley Quinn Joker type deal.
That's what's up, man. Ms. BIRDGANG was a boss lady, and I was just getting off of work, so that's what we're doing. Trick or treating. I was dressed up as a manager at a restaurant. You know, give me my candy. Give my candy.
Did you indulge in the Halloween candy?
Huh?
Did you indulge in the Halloween candy?
Like, there's only a couple of them nowadays I even like, you know, so it's like I'm not really big on it. Like, I'm the type that I'll go buy some fancy candy, eat like 5 pieces and be done with it. You know, no matter how great it is, it can be great. I just don't like putting that kind of stuff in my body anymore. So it just doesn't, you know, you can ask her, like, I'm always the one picking out the best junk food. You know, I pick it out really for the house.
Yeah.
And myself, because I like certain things, but, you know, I only eat, like, I love cheesecake. I go get a big cheesecake, you know, eat one slice, but, oh, that was the best cheesecake ever, and then this is in my refrigerator until somebody else eats it.
So you're not a big sweets person?
No, I used to be a big sweets person, but, you know, like the older you get, like I said, you just kind of think about your health, and you got as many little ones as I got. You know, I want to be, when they get older, I want to be running around, jumping around, doing things with them. So it's like I try to take the approach of I partied a lot in high school, college, early 20s, late 20s. You know, so it's about that time to start, really giving back to the body and start working on that longevity type thing. So that's how
It
I
is
see
very true. I mean,
it.
I think we all have. I was just telling my son, I was like, I can remember where I could just like eat certain things and do certain things and didn't even impact me. But now being older, if I eat a lot of Halloween candy, yeah, I'm gonna be down for the count for a minute. So I just don't even try.
Nice, nice. What about with Thanksgiving now? Are you more old school with it? You need your turkey, your stuffing, you know, maybe some collard greens, or like what is your Thanksgiving dish first off that you like to mix it up every Thanksgiving? How do you like to do it?
Collard greens, I make the best collard green. You know what? It ain't even no competition. My collard greens are great.
Wow.
And like I got the stamp of approval from my auntie and elder, my mama, my sister, and my kids. So I have great collard greens.
Okay.
Make them every year. I had to really lay off of collard greens for a while, so I'm gonna put my foot in them this year because I was breastfeeding, and you breastfeeding with collard greens get baby gas. I ain't even trying to hear no crying baby. So we had to lay off the collard greens. But she's older now. She's eating solid foods, and I'm gonna make me some collard greens.
What else we doing there?
Huh?
I tell you what else you doing there. We got the best collard greens now, and I'm giving you. I would definitely have to taste those to be able to really give you your true stamp because I do come from a long line of chefs and cooks in my family as well, and I do throw down in the kitchen myself. So it's like
And listen, in
everyone
Alabama,
putting they stuff the best. I ain't doubting you, but you know what I'm saying. And plus, you're one of them healthy, women over there that you
what do you
like to
think
eat.
my collard greens ain't got no seasoning in it? Is that what you're trying to say?
Are you put what are you putting in there? You putting bacon in there? You putting ham in there? And ham and hocks in
Absolutely
there? Which
not.
one?
You
Sausage?
ain't got to use if you know how to cook, you can work with the herbs, baby, and get it to be in what it needs to be. You don't need fat meat. You don't need high cholesterol. You do not need high blood
Whoa,
pressure,
hold
baby.
on. So let me get this right. You just got the stamp of approval for the best greens ever, and you ain't putting no pork in there.
Oh, no pork. The version I made for my family, they still eat meat. So they had smoked turkey. But I don't do no pork, baby. We don't do that.
Okay, okay, I got you. Cornbread.
Absolutely. It's a necessity.
Do you like?
Gotta
Do you
make
have a certain type of cornbread, or you like to make it from scratch?
gotta make it from scratch. Can't do Jiffy because Jiffy got pork in it. And it's just got a lot of byproducts and stuff I ain't fond of. It's like it sit on the shelf too long,
Are
it'll
you
still be good.
are you a sweet cornbread, or are you
Okay.
more like
I'm
you got
versatile. Actually, I'm versatile.
old
I can
school?
do sweet
There's two
cornbread.
different ones. You got your sweet cornbread, you got your Cajun cornbread. There's a lot of cornbreads out there. Which one are you? Which one are you?
I like sweet cornbread, but I ain't know I ain't had none in a while, like I said, because I ain't had no greens. So maybe my taste has changed. But I usually just make my own, sprinkle a little bit of agave in there, mix it with that, and make it do what it do.
Stuffing?
Absolutely not.
Yes, I hate that.
Mm-mm.
Not the stuffing guy. And, I might eat 3 plates at your house. That stuffing ain't gonna be on that plate.
Is stuffing the same thing as dressing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like my family big on dressing. They love my auntie dressing, but it just don't sit well with me.
No, I've
Mm-mm.
just
I
never
don't like
been.
too much
I've
going
eaten a
on.
couple, like you said, like there's been a couple that were seasoned differently that were like kind of like threw you off a little bit. You didn't even know it was really dressing until you ate it type thing. Where it was like,
What?
okay, like how like some dressings, it's all mooey, little like kind of like grits or something like that, or like just
If you eat some grits dressing, you
not
need to go talk
grits.
to.
I'm not saying the tech. I'm just saying like how it's grainy. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's not like
Yeah, because the cornmeal. Ain't got only
yeah,
got
the
cornmeal.
cornmeal. Yeah. The cornmeal stuff. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah, I'm not down with that. I'm not
Me
really
either.
down with
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's
that. Because
nah.
I grew up in
This
the
is
hood
just
with,
like my
a lot of
thing.
black women. They
Like,
love their cornbread stuffing. And I was just like, I will have to pass on that part.
I don't
But
know. Like this
I'm not saying
different.
it's bad.
It's different from dressing. I just don't think that's interchangeable.
Just what?
It's different. Cornbread stuffing ain't dressing.
No, no. It's different. Like there's one I tried one that had like a more of a garlicky taste to it. It's kind of weird. It was like a little bit different, a little fancier. I was like, okay, I can deal with that. But would I make it myself personally when I'm making
No.
Thanksgiving dinner? No.
Do you cook? You cook for Thanksgiving?
I'm the best cook ever. No
You
one can cook
saying
better than me in life. Like no one. And I'll challenge anybody, whether you want to do it live, on TV, whatever. Like my grandpa was a chef. He taught me, my mom, my aunties, and my grandma, all of them. I just watched them all. I learned from all. Then I got bougie when I started making real money. So then I started going to different restaurants. That's my favorite. That's our favorite thing to do is to go to different restaurants, try some new food out. See how you make it. See how you make it. My next thing is I want to get a food truck just for that reason. I don't
Oh,
taste
nice.
so many different types of foods, cook so many different ways. That's like I kind of already know what I like and what I want to bring to the world. Hopefully next year, guys, we get that food truck out there.
Listen, listen, listen. It's already yours.
Facts, it is already mine. I'm just, you know, I want to be like, oh, where the food truck at? I ain't got it yet. Don't worry about it. It's coming when it comes.
I'll let you know about it when I do.
What
So
about
what kind
yams?
of food you gonna sell at the food truck?
What about yams? So hold on, we're not done with this Thanksgiving dinner.
My
I'm trying to
bad.
get the whole scoop, girl. You like yams? Sweet potato yams?
I can make them, but
Yeah.
I'm no,
The casserole?
absolutely not.
Oh, the marshmallows on top of it?
I just don't.
That is my favorite dish, probably. Sweet potato yams to get with the marshmallows on top.
Comfort food. That's really a comfort food. I used to get jiggy with it, and what they call it, the carrot souffle or
Carrot
something like
souffle.
that. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's like yeah,
I like
and
the
now
same, yeah.
it's like so sweet. It's too
Love
sweet.
it. It's like dessert, but at dinner time.
I'm gonna tell you,
Because
true.
you can get your dessert afterwards, but it's dessert at dinner time.
Yeah, it's true. You know what? I was an avid sweet potato gal. And then I moved to South Florida and they made fun of me. They was like, you country is fuck. You
So
eat you put sugar. Nuh-uh. You put sugar on a potato that's already sweet. And I was like, but it ain't. And I
it ain't
tasted it and it was already sweet. And I was like, why am I eating all this? I felt silly putting all that butter. I'm in the break room with
butter,
butter.
a lot of butter, a lot of cinnamon,
That was terrible.
sugar,
Diet
brown
better
sugar. It was diabetes on the plate, but I
not
loved
doing
it. I love it, and that's like to eat it once a year. I would not give it up for the world.
it.
You know what I'm saying? Like it is so good. And the sweet potato pie. If you make a sweet potato pie, let me tell you. Let me tell you, them homemade sweet potato pies you get around that time. Woo! Tearing it up.
Yeah,
Tearing it up.
that's a Thanksgiving staple.
Yeah. Mac and cheese.
Oh yeah,
Homemade.
absolutely. I've got a vegan rendition. Now that's my
Okay.
that's like my splurge food for Thanksgiving for sure. Because like all them different vegan cheeses and stuff. Yeah, I don't try to do that too much. But like I can't do the real cheese because I'll be down for a minute for real. But I like mac and cheese. I love the way the mac and cheese tastes, but mac and cheese didn't like me back. So
Pumpkin
I got
pie. What about that? If you don't like sweet potato pie, do you like pumpkin pie? Lucas says.
no. Do you like pumpkin pie?
I've eaten some that taste like sweet potato pie that, to be honest, I
Do
didn't.
do you like pumpkin pie?
Do I like pumpkin pie better than sweet potato pie? No.
Oh no, do you like it? Period. Exactly.
Some of them. The ones that taste like sweet potato pies, those ones,
Pie is the best.
the ones
Oh
I
my
didn't like
god.
too, but
Give me your card.
she
No,
said
no, no, no.
pumpkin's better. Is that what I just read? Pumpkin's
Pumpkin is
best,
the best.
not
No,
better than sweet potato pie. She don't like sweet potato pie. She don't.
that's switched up. Most people like sweet potato pie. Like pumpkin. What is pumpkin pie? You can make a. Somebody asked me the other day. I think it was my son. You can make a pie out of a pumpkin.
I think that was a cultural thing.
It's very cultural.
Like some cultures didn't want the sweet potato, so they wanted to do the pumpkin. Like I said, pie is pretty good. Like I like pie.
I guess whatever crop came in at the time. I don't know. Variation depending on where
What
you
else is
live.
pretty? Oh, here we go. Cranberry sauce.
Unfortunately, no.
Don't like none of them. Not the one that's mixed up with the cranberries in it, or the cranberry roll
What you putting cranberry sauce on if you ain't got no dressing?
on your plate.
Uh, what you eating it with? What you eating on your plate?
Hey, but to be honest, that is where it came from. Of where I started liking cranberries. Because you get to your grandma's house and she ain't letting you not put nothing on your plate, so you got to put some on it. So I always had the cranberry sauce mixed it together when I ate it. So it
No,
was
like a side. She uses cranberry sauce as like a little side.
you, yeah, grandma, it is the best. It's the best. Where you get that cranberry sauce out of the can? Okay, you picked a good one.
Oh, Lord.
You remember it. You remember it. Lucas says apple pie with ice cream on top. Listen, I'm the biggest fanatic of like anything hot with vanilla ice cream on it. Whether it's like brownie, pie, apple pie, cherry pie, whatever. If it's
Like
good,
the warm and the cool element.
yes, together.
Yeah.
And just vanilla. I tried it with other ice cream.
Yeah.
You don't got the vanilla in your house. You got some cookie and cream or something in your house. You're like, oh, I'm gonna try it with that. No, it's not the same. It has to be vanilla, and it has to be.
I said apple pie is gross.
Yeah. Yeah. But it has
You
to
know, I used to like the McDonald's apple pies, but
be. Everybody loves the McDonald's apple pie.
That's crack. You don't even count. That's crack.
But they put extra stuff in there to make you love it. So that's all I'll say about that one. But that was so good too. I just think I was wondering, like, is that apple pie? Was it a different pie when we were younger? So
What?
now that we're older and like they actually have to use different ingredients so the pie doesn't taste as good? Or was it that we were younger and we thought it was taste so good? Now we're older, we have different taste buds where it's just all right now.
What for the apple pie at McDonald's?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's your second theory. We just get older and our taste buds evolve. You know how you grow up and you grow, your hormones change, your body changes stuff. Maybe your taste buds change based upon what you need at that time.
I love mushrooms. I love mushrooms now.
Mushrooms.
Yeah.
Like how you like saute mushrooms or like
anything. When I was little, you put mushrooms on something, I wasn't eating it.
Most people who don't like mushrooms, it's like a for life thing. It's like I don't like mushroom gang. So that's crazy to convert.
The only thing that's for life is liver. I would not eat that. No. I hate liver.
You look, me and my husband was talking about gizzards, like chicken gizzards. And it was like that is, I think that's the most disgusting thing. When I told him, I was like, babe, you eat bacon.
Bacon's good though. It's not good for you, but it's good.
But the concept just really do something to me. I'm like, I ain't gonna eat nothing's stomach. That's nasty.
But you eat chicken, don't you?
No, I don't. Chicken give me anxiety. Real talk.
You don't eat chicken?
I don't eat chicken.
Beef?
I eat fish periodically.
Cow?
Periodically. Now I eat fish periodically.
Wait. I know now you don't eat meat, you said. So
I eat fish periodically.
Basically, this is like a growing up thing. Did you eat these things?
Yeah, I did. I came from Memphis, Tennessee. We ate everything from the rooter to the tutor on the hog.
Yeah, see, and even in LA, my family, I guess my grandpa's from Louisiana too, but we used to eat a lot of that pig feet and chicken feet and
I ain't never did chicken feet. That's nails.
Oh my God, the worst day you ever have is coming home to your house around Thanksgiving time and smelling chitlins.
You eat chitlins? You eat chitlins?
Hell no. I never ate them just because it smelled alone.
I have eaten them before. I have, and then because I didn't know, we didn't question what Mama cooked. We just ate it. And I stepped to her. She had to put in work to put food on the table, so you better eat what she put up there. So I ate some chitlins, and when I got older, it was a little disgusting.
A little? When you're little, you didn't think that stunk? When you walked in the house and smelled some chilies?
Well, I don't recall a smell. I don't recall one. I don't know if she cooked them in a separate house. Maybe but I also lived in an apartment complex with my aunties, we all live together, so it's possible that somebody else cooked them. But no, I don't recall a bad smell.
Big simple. We ladies
Chilling
for sure. Thankful for waking up. Hey, that is the number one rule. Like that is my thing. I'm gonna make a shirt. I want to get a shirt of whatever God you have. So it's gonna be multiple different shirts because a lot of people have different gods. Anyway, whatever God you have is gonna show a picture of him, and on the side say woke you up this morning. On the right, actually gonna have the picture, but woke you up this morning. On the back, it's gonna say did my part. And that's it. And that's all that matters. As long as you got woke up today, it's your job to make it happen. So
that's right. Thanks.
so no chitlets for you. Pig feet still?
Get real. No.
Not still for you.
Nothing's feet. That's
Did you eat
nasty.
it before though?
Huh?
Did you eat it before? Like you know.
No, that's scary. I used to see I learned a fun story about pig feet though. Like I always wonder why would somebody put something in pickle something like
That's the worst. Now I'm not even 100% hater because I remember some good times eating pig feet when I was younger. You know, with the hot sauce. But man, pickled pig feet. Anything pickled to me is disgusting.
No, it was purpose behind it. You know, people had to eat that stuff when that's all they had to eat, right?
I hate vinegar.
But it killed the bacteria because you know pigs aren't clean animals. So they pickled it so they could actually digest it without getting worms and parasites.
You already got them.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But still, you know, but you speak
oxtail, hog maw, all those things, neck bones. Did you ever eat those?
I've eaten them when I was young. We ate everything.
Did you like
my mama cooked some rabbit one time. Rabbit.
I don't think I've had rabbit.
And I ate it. Thought it was some chicken.
Did you like it?
Not.
That thing tastes like chicken at the end of the day.
No, it didn't.
I ate quail.
Like chicken, but
I ate quail one holiday. And quail tastes really good.
Quail. Oh, quail.
That was actually pretty good. Like a small little chicken. I want to say I've tried rabbit before. Tried alligator, snake. I'm just not down with it.
How do you eat snake?
Deer.
I've had deer before. How do you eat snake?
Would I eat snake?
I said, how do you eat it?
It was just snake meat. Yeah.
How did they prepare it?
It was like fried or something. It was in a mix, like a calamari mix or something. It was like one of those type things. Where it had a bunch of different things. I just ate them. It's just shout out to my white boyfriends. Love you guys. You guys got me to eat a lot of stuff I would have never ate for sure in life. Facts. But convincingly, you don't want to be the bee in the group. So you're like, yeah, I can do it too. I'm gonna try that.
I ain't eating no snake now. I love y'all. Y'all my fan, but I ain't eating it, bro.
But my thing is, if you haven't ever ate it, you can't really judge it.
It ain't even about the taste, just the taste.
If you ain't there, think of the things that are most commonly ate: pork, cow, chicken. Those are the top three, right? And they're the biggest, fattest, laziest these animals. So if you think of a snake, that's pretty much full muscle. So you probably should eat that. Like I was thinking, we need to be eating snake, lion, and eagles.
Why would you eat a?
You know, if you want to be real with it, that's what I think we should be eating: snake, lions, eagle, and then also go to the beach.
If you don't go get some fruit and some vegetables, no.
Go with those things in there. Not algae, but it's like I don't know. It's not jellyfish, but it's just one like animal that's inside, and it never dies ever. It just regenerates and it never dies. It never ends its life cycle. I think tortoises, stuff like that. I've never ate tortoise, but I'm like, maybe we should be eating that. Like people don't understand. You are what you eat. So why not eat things that don't die or are hard to kill or live for a long time? Right? Make that.
Not eat the things that the things are eating that don't die. Instead of eating the thing, because the gorillas, look how big and bad the gorillas are. They don't eat nothing but plants. Look at the hippos and the what else? What else eat plants? The panda bear. elephants, and they the biggest, some of the biggest things on the earth. And look at the whale; they eat small, little bitty thing, but they eat mostly like kelp and stuff.
Kelp's
So
alive.
kelp is alive. It is. It's straight sea minerals.
Everything's
So
alive that anybody eat. A tree's alive.
a tree is alive, but it's different between going and catch a chicken that's running from you and letting the apple roll off the tree and say, it's time to eat it. Difference. Don't even. Not the same.
I'm just saying. What kind of meat? Growing up, was it turkey and ham?
We had both, but the turkey was always dry. It was very. I'm telling you, turkey is so hard to cook. I don't know why people do that. Why people like turkey so much during Thanksgiving? It ain't even good.
Like, it's not bad. It's actually not that bad. It's actually better for you, and it's not that bad if you cook it right. But I remember years and years of dry turkey. Yes,
it was like a chronic dry turkey. Like, we didn't even. It was a tradition just to cook it, but it was not good.
And not only that, you had to eat it for the next month.
Man, I'm telling you, we had turkey sandwiches, turkey salad, turkey soup,
turkey and eggs for breakfast. Like, you know, your mama stretched that turkey out for sure.
It was expensive too. Mama spent
some money on that. Turkey. Can we eat something else? I cooked it different ways. Like what? What you say?
Get it with that turkey.
I'm out. Where the Kool-Aid at?
You know what? I did recently, like before I stopped like eating different types of meat. I did recently like discover the deep fried turkey before I left Memphis.
Yes,
and that was better.
Awesome. And like we just went to the ASU because my brother, he announced the games for Alabama State University, you know, so one of them black colleges, you know, that a lot of people out here in Alabama like to go to and check out. And we went there, and like on the way back, they had this food truck, and all it sell was turkey legs. And I'm telling you, that was the best. And for one, it's like that big, like the leg itself was that big, like that fat. Two people, we both ate it. Me and Miss BIRDGANG, we both ate it. You know, it was so good. Like it was like, and then, you know, the crazy thing is, it tastes like ham. Because he smoked it, you know what I'm saying? He smoked it. It tastes like ham. And that thing was like, I'm not even a big turkey guy, but I ate the hell out of that thing. Them big turkey legs.
I remember back in Memphis, that's what they used to do, get them food trucks and sell them smoked turkey legs. That was but for somebody to sell just smoked turkey legs, they got to be a good turkey leg.
It had to be. Because that's what you're banking on. You know, you're banking on that turkey leg selling. And he was slinging them. Like they were up there like, two. I'm like, what? What else do you sell? Just turkey legs. Oh, okay. So I guess we're just getting turkey legs, right? That's what we're going for.
I guess that's what you're gonna get.
But it was good. Like, that was one turkey, and then the fried turkey. I think we tried that last year. The fried turkey is really good because it's juicy. So it's not.
You made it?
No, we didn't make it, but we went over to the parents' house and they had the fried turkey.
Oh, okay. I just know like it's a lot to do with fried turkey. I've seen some stuff where people tried the fried turkeys and it was like crazy. So I know you got to kind of like know what you're doing.
So with your turkey or your dressing, are you filling it up? The dressing inside the turkey when you cook it?
First of all,
did you like that way better, or did you like it just being inside? So
I don't listen. We're not cooking a turkey here. We don't cook turkey. But when I was growing up, I didn't do dressing, just the turkey. And ain't no stuff in it. You don't stuff the turkey. You season the turkey. You put stuff in the turkey to help season the turkey, but you don't put the stuff in it to eat it. That's
how's it getting cooked all the way.
That's nasty. That's too much. I think that's a little cruel now in hindsight.
You're just stuffing it. And
then eat out.
Let me get some more.
Put another dish inside you, and then oh God, this is people think of some heinous, and then celebrate that. I don't know.
Ham. How you like your ham? Are you a smoked ham? Are you sweet ham? Honey ham? Which ham do you like the best?
No ham.
No ham. I know not now. I'm talking to you as your past tense when you had to eat it.
Oh, okay. When I did eat ham,
I can't.
I always done ham. My sister would always do the ham. Well, I won't say always. In our adult years, we lived together, so she would do the ham. But she, because she worked at a company that would always gift them a ham, and the ham was already cooked. All you had to do was warm it up. So we gave her, that was her dish to warm the ham up every year.
Sweet
But
hams
it
with
was all,
pineapple.
huh?
Sweet hams with pineapple.
It was like a maple. I've seen the ones. My mama used to do the ones with the pineapple and the cherries when we were growing
Yeah,
up.
that was
Yeah,
good
that
ham.
was
That was good
cool.
ham.
Well, you
That's the same
actually
thing like the turkey. You get ham
you
for breakfast.
the
You get
ham
ham
and
for lunch. You know, you're going to school with ham sandwiches. You know,
we
it
got
was
tired
good.
of Thanksgiving leftovers.
And the messed up part about it is like the next holiday is Christmas, and usually I cook the same meat. So by the time you're done eating it for Thanksgiving, will be the middle or the end of December, which then you got to eat it again because there goes Christmas.
Yeah. I don't know. A lot of people now do like brunches instead of like full-fledged meals where they
That's the
like
new
shout
thing.
it. Like, huh?
Is that the new thing?
Yeah, I think a lot
I
of
just
people do
compared
that.
to
Like,
Halloween. Halloween now compared to Halloween was when we were kids are two different things. You
oh
know,
yeah.
way, and I don't even know why I even celebrate it anymore in terms of like for the kids like that. You know, going there.
What you mean? What you got against Halloween?
Nowadays everybody's too scared of everything. What's in the candy? You know what neighborhood it is, and we can't be out at night, and that's just
Well,
weird.
we don't trick or treat. We like to celebrate it as I look at Halloween a little differently. I look at it as a time to venerate my ancestors. So we throw a party where we dress up and we do festivities within my home. Like we throw our own party, and it's not, we don't go out and celebrate with other people because, like you said, it's just people find a way to corrupt all types of fun and throw.
Everything, man.
Yeah, I
Like,
got time for that.
what's a trunk or treat? Like what? Only the people you know that hang up their cars and they're gonna go buy some candy so you can walk around the back of their car and go get some candy and that's it. You rolling out, maybe a couple of events or something. That's it. Like what?
Yes, trick or
I
treat.
remember
That was
Hey, do you remember when you were younger walking for like miles to go get candy? Like we'd be every house 8, 10 blocks down, all the way back down the other street to make sure we hit all the other houses when we got back to our house. That's how it was.
yes. I mean, I remember
Like that.
when it was cold, we would put our coats on. We would get together in like groups and we
Yeah.
would walk, we would look for those houses that had the full-size candy bars. Like that was a whole event. We loved Halloween. We'd have our pillowcases and fill that pillowcase up and have candy for weeks.
Yeah. If you fill it up, if you got enough time, take that one home and go get another one. Get back out there.
Yeah.
Right.
We walked for, I mean, hours.
Like those are times you wouldn't even go up to some of the houses in the neighborhood unless it was Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Like on a normal day, you probably wouldn't even go to that house. Like, oh
But
man.
you don't even know who lived there for real.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's true. That's
But for
true.
me, like I don't really stick to the tradition no more. Like I said, too much turkey and ham growing up. So Halloween, I like to do like a prime rib or steak.
Oh, you actually do a meal.
Yeah. Like I still do the meal part of it. It's just different. Like I don't do stuffing. I'll do like mac and cheese, prime rib, baked potatoes. You know, salad. I love salad, so salad's got to be in there. Cornbread. You know, sweet candy yams, greens, the whole spread. You
Oh
know.
yeah. I think that food brings people together in general. I just don't celebrate. I've learned to look past the foundations, the meaning, the rhetoric behind the holidays and look at it towards this is an opportunity for family to get together and you can make it as whatever you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be so political and technical about things all the time. We lose people all the time, every day. And if people want to get together in the name of whatever they call themselves celebrating, then so be it. It's about the togetherness for me. Like that's what you remember most. That's what you can pass down as the memories that you make, on those particular days with family members. So I think that's important. That's what, I'm learning because even if I don't
walk, all there is, that's not even really no weekday. Like everybody wants to live off the Monday, Sunday, calendar. But in reality, When you're adult with kids, it's just days off and not days off. You know? And when you get a day off, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter if it's a Sunday, a Monday, or Tuesday, or Wednesday. You know, it don't matter what day it is. It's a day off. Thank you. I'm taking it. I'm doing whatever it is. We popping. Like, it's Tuesday. Why you talking about? I don't care. It's my day off. You coming? Let's go. Let's go. You know. But yeah, with the holidays, just like that's just another day that's like, oh wow. Some people get paid for it to even on those days, but at least I know most jobs are like, okay, we're closed on this day. Like, yes.
Yeah, I think people should have time to spend with their families regardless. But see, these companies, people become so encompassed in work, engulfed in work, and then some of these companies can be just downright heartless.
Yeah.
They don't care. They straight up paper. We trying to get that loot. So they don't care
special.
Your personal.
Come try our dry ass turkey for Thanksgiving. Come on, come get some. Yeah, we got a lot of them.
And I think that's unfair because these are holidays, and for some people that is really into the holidays, that's one holiday that's once a year, and you are asking these people to put aside the time with their family, their loved ones, to make you some money. It's a little selfish. So I quit that a long time ago. If it's something that I honor and I celebrate and I need that time off, if that's not honored, then we can't talk business. I feel like I'm valuable, to your company, just like you valuable if you're giving me some money. So we're gonna have to work together. And if you can't meet my needs, then we can't. I'm gonna have to find somebody.
If I'm working, you better do it, times 2. Time and a half or something like that. Like we getting.
I mean, that's okay too, but the time and a half ain't gonna give you the memories back. That's what I'm saying?
That's facts.
Double time, and I've been there. I've been that person, in that bag, and that money look good. I'm gonna get that holiday pay, and sometimes that was cool. But when you got family, when you got kids, and you need rest too.
The situation, it's a year.
Situational. Like when I was younger, like for real, it wasn't none for me to work the holiday. I look forward to it, But now, as I get older and I'm realizing how valuable these memories are and how precious time with family is, like I'm mindful of like where I spend my time. Man, I ain't gonna be in nobody's establishment on no holiday. No.
Right? That's crazy. Like even think about some of the, like Denny's or Carol's or Waffle House or something like that. Imagine you getting people coming in there for the holidays. To eat. I say, really?
Well, some of those people don't have families, and I get that they still have to eat too. And for some people, they just don't care. They was like, what's the holiday? For those people, that's fine. But to be forced away from their family and their children, or to choose, spending time with
mom for that day.
Huh?
So you better make it with mom that day. You might not like it the rest of the year, but you better know where to go get some good food at.
Man.
Get some good food at.
Yeah, people.
How do you do it? Do you do everything at your house, or do you guys go to a family house, or do you do a little half and half type thing?
Well, when I was back home, I used to host Thanksgiving dinner. Especially my last few years that I lived in Memphis, I was a big family. Still am a big family girl. I just moved away. But now I live in an area where I don't have immediate family. It's just, me and my husband and children and everything. So, Thanksgiving holidays are here, but typically we'll have family to visit us. Hopefully we'll have family this year to come and visit us for the holidays. But yeah, when I was back home in Memphis, it was always but right before I left, it was always at my house or at my mom's house.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is. For me, it's always been like, you go to the parents' house, either at night or in the morning, you pick it, before the day gets there. What are we doing? Either we're going to the parents' house early, because some people's parents, Thanksgiving, like my mom, by the time we woke up in the morning, for the most part, Thanksgiving dinner was already made. You know what I'm saying? It was for that day that you eat all day long. Like
you got to be kidding me. Y'all dinner was made when y'all got up?
Huh?
Y'all food was ready when y'all got up?
Yeah, she'd be cooking the night before all night. Just staying up all night cooking. So, you be asleep and you wake up the next morning and like, you're like, oh, smells good in here. Like you literally half the Thanksgivings I don't even remember getting on my PJs or whatever I was sleeping in. Like I don't. I just you just ate all day and watched football.
Rare.
Yeah, that was awesome.
We had to wait all day.
No,
Oh, she used to cook all night, but
because no matter what, you always cooking for because you never knew how many people were coming over for that day. You never knew any of that, you know. So you just like, okay, I'm gonna cook, and it'd be like the biggest, nicest meal, and we just eat it all day. People come over, we're eating. Whenever someone new come over, we eat again and just hang out, you know, watching football, do your thing. Like in high school, more like in those days, we always had our, you know, our football team. You know, we always go meet up at somebody's house and we all walk down and go play some football on Thanksgiving. We have the Turkey Day Bowl every year. The Turkey Day Bowl, whether it rained or what, we always had it every year. So no matter what, you didn't might have not seen some friends most of the year, but then like you know that day everybody be out there. We'd be at tackle football, you know, and those are some of my favorite memories growing up. Like just going out there with your boys. You know, you got to eat, and then you go out there with your boys, play some football, you go back home, eat some more. It's good stuff.
yes, memories, good memories.
You know, that's what holidays are for me, man. It's just like you think about your memories. Well, the goal is to make more memories and as many of them, you know, as possible while you're here. To me, that's my goal.
Have a good time being here and having family around makes that time work so much more enjoyable. You know, spending that time with the ones you love. And holidays are just prime real estate for that. However you choose to celebrate it, however you choose to honor it, I just think that's just important family time.
Yeah, it's definitely a family gathering type thing day for sure. You know, even now, it's like I said, like I would rather cook at night. You know, when we got back, you know, I have everything seasoned, or you know, we have everything seasoned and ready to roll. So when we got back home, you could throw it all in there and get it cooked up. You know, because usually you eat something, you don't go to nobody's house and not eat nothing. You know, so um, this when you're in a relationship, it's usually two different houses. They go to your mom's house, they go to her mom's house. You know, like you know, so that's like most of the day. You get back around 6, 7, you know, in that range. Then you cook up cook up a little something for yourself. Spend that time. You know, sometimes I kind of feel like I might miss somebody, and I was just like, I want to spend at least half of my day, you know, at home, chilling and enjoying. Because it is good to get out there with people, but when you work a lot, anytime you can get some quality time with your kids, your family, immediate family. Sometimes it's cool. I've been in your house many times. I'd rather, this time I'm gonna chill at home. Just spend time with my family. You want to come over, you're more than welcome to. But sometimes we gotta do your own solo thing too as well. Where it's just like I'm gonna enjoy this day and not do too much of anything.
Yeah. And like you said, like sometimes you go to the in laws' house. At some point after you have children of your own, you start to develop your, do your own thing, celebrate within your own little family unit too. So yeah, they holidays evolve.
Yeah.
They've definitely evolved for me over the past few years. So, but yeah, we don't have traditional food every year. We pick a theme, we go with it. Yeah.
What would be the most untraditional Thanksgiving you had, like in terms of the meal plan?
I was living in Savannah, Georgia, and one of my best friends came to visit from Memphis, and we had a seafood Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was gonna throw.
Yeah, my son worked at a seafood restaurant, and they had all these fresh crabs and all of this different stuff that I was who creeped out to eat at the time, but they still had like shrimp and fish, and he was able, like, we brought all that stuff home, and he was working there, so he knew how to whip it up. So he did the cooking, and we just
What?
sat there and ate. Like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, he that was one of the best meals I've ever had. And we ate like pigs, and she and I went shopping afterwards, and I had missed her so much. So that was one of my best Thanksgiving memories.
That's awesome. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember a seafood pasta. It was amazing. It was about, like you said, a whole seafood base Thanksgiving.
You made it?
Um, it was me and another person at that time. and it was just awesome. Like, 'cause I never even ate really seafood pasta. It had everything in it. Shrimp, three different fish, crab legs. Like the whole
Was
shebang.
it a hot or cold dish?
Huh? Hot.
Was it? It was hot.
Yeah, and it was
Okay.
great. Some garlic bread. It was awesome, man. That would be like probably one of the least traditional. Like I said, for me, it's a steak, a prime rib. Sometimes I ribs. Because I'm a beef rib guy. A lot of people don't eat beef rib. They eat pork ribs better. They think they're better, or they just eat
So
them more because it's more available too. Because like most times you don't see no good beef ribs at the stores anymore. I don't know why that is, but it's kind of crazy. But I love me some beef ribs. I'm a meat and potato guy. I play football. Give my meat and my potatoes. Let me do my thing. Like so.
beef ribs. I don't think I ever heard of beef ribs before.
Really? Are you joking with me right now?
I'm serious. I don't think unless I'm drawing a blank over here, I don't call no beef rib.
You ain't never ate no beef rib before?
I ain't never had no beef rib. I can guarantee you
What? We ate ribs every time it was pork ribs.
that. Likely.
Wow. Beef ribs,
What's that? That's yeah.
they're like be bigger, like they're like wider, longer. They have a bigger bone in them. They're so it's basically like eating steak, but not steak. It's way different texture. I ain't gonna say that, but it's that quality in terms of like for me. I love beef rib way more. Like pork ribs are awesome. Don't get me wrong. I like them. I like all ribs, but beef ribs to me, and there's not very many people out there that will say they like beef ribs more than pork ribs. For one, like beef ribs, unless you go to a good store, it's not gonna have as much meat on them. You're just gonna have a big ass bone with a little bit of meat on them. And that's really the reason why. It's not that
So
little meat it doesn't taste good. It's just that it's so little meat compared to a pork rib. Like that bone is so small and small, and like you get a lot more meat and fat and stuff with that. So that's why they usually like the pork rib better. But for me, that beef rib, especially if you get a good slap of beef ribs, woo! I'm
woo, you make your own sauce.
Yeah, I do a strawberry balsamic strawberry vinaigrette Moscato sauce, and it's so awesome.
That's fancy there.
I learned a little fancy cooking, I guess. I am a kind of a bougie eater. I tried. I'll try to. I even try to make my meals be a little bougie at the end of the day. Cause like, what's bougie? Like good? Okay, I get fancy with it. Why not? Cause who wants to eat the same thing over and over again?
What you consider a bougie meal?
I don't know. Like you just said, that was bougie, right?
It is a strawberry vinaigrette moet. No, I'm joking.
Moscato.
I was, I was, I was close.
Moscato.
That's
Yeah,
fancy. How you go with that yourself?
I always do things. I just try stuff, man. I try stuff. I know that if I try it, it's not gonna mess it up because it's usually things I like. So like, and I learned different ways of cooking. Like I remember one time I went to one of my buddies' barbecue. Man, rest his soul, he's gone. But man, I remember he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make the barbecue sauce." I'm like, "Really? Let's go see." And 'cause I love everybody making their own barbecue sauce. We went in this kitchen and he was putting like mustard and sugar and vinegar and syrup and jelly, and he like mixed a bunch of stuff together. I'm like, are you just making this up as you go? Is that what you're doing? You're just making this up? Like, is this your
Warehouse
made up?
style.
Yeah, I make this all the time. I was like, no way. Like, this is no. Like this
I'm
is the
telling you,
hard.
I worked at the prison as a nurse. I promise. And them guys made sauces out of
No.
nothing. Man, I'm talking syrup, jelly packets,
Yeah.
mustard, and they would make
Thank
some
you.
very creative dishes.
Yeah,
And
but
they
well, he finished it and he put it on that meat. Plus he had money, so like all the meat was like high quality type meat. Like he didn't play around with that. And he's really veggie. He liked veggies and stuff. But when he put that sauce on it, it was like the best barbecue sauce I ever ate in my life. It's like really, like I would never knew that you put syrup, jelly, like all these things. He put a little beer in it, like so I kind of took off of that a little bit, and I liked it wine at the time. And Moscato was like the only wine I really liked at the time. So I guess not really wine,
He
but
was an alchemist. He was in there mixing up some stuff in the lab, putting it together.
you gotta mix it
Making
up
no
and I. And what I
nothing.
love to do with the sauce is you always got to mix your seasoning that you seasoned your meat with, whatever meat it is, into your sauce. You
I didn't know that.
know, and that helps blend the flavors together. You know, because if you put it on your meat and then you put it in your sauce, it kind of gels it all together. So that's another thing I learned. I like to do. So it's like I love cooking, man. But I really like now that I'm older. I love salads. I can eat 150 different types of salads. I can go a whole month and just eat salad with different meats and go from there and not be
Mm.
bored with it because it's good. Like it's good for you. Like, I might change like from like maybe the type of lettuce to like kale or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like different things, greens and whatnot. But I like different toppings too, like fried jalapenos and fried onion strings and things
Oh, I
like that.
haven't had jalapenos in years.
So good. I love jalapenos, man. You'd think that I was Mexican the way I eat sometimes. I love me some peppers. Woo! Peppers, queso. I love queso. I know that's so bad for you, but I love it. You know, it's so bad, but I love it. I can't go without it. And like I really make a really good strawberry vinaigrette salad. Oh Lord, and it has like fruits, vegetables, um, a bunch of stuff in it. It's amazing, and that's the kind of stuff that I want to, I would share on my food truck. Like I'll put like things that I thought of and I've cooked multiple times throughout the years that I know are slammers. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it'd probably be a diverse menu. You're like, what? He got this, that, and
I
this.
was asking. I was wondering if you're gonna have like a taco truck or turkey leg truck, but it's gonna be diverse.
It could be diverse. When I lived in Santa Barbara, in college, I remember I went to this restaurant called the World Restaurant. And when you walk in this restaurant, right, it was like, how you go see like you have like the menu boards up there, right? It had like 5, 6 big old menu boards, but each menu board was different countries,
Hmm.
different countries. And like the whole thing would be that country's like their best dishes that they have and they like to eat. And it was like totally different. Like each one you're looking at was totally different menus. And I thought that was just so cool. Like, what is
Yeah.
going on here? Like, I can eat some stuff that's in Thailand. I can eat some stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like
Go
different
visit, go eat around the world.
all around the world. Yeah, all
That's
different places. You know what I'm saying? Then when you got to like the US, it wasn't just, you know, West Coast food. It was like East Coast food. It was, South food. There's a little bit of everything on the menu. So not only did it break it down, you know, different country, but it actually broke it down different like dishes. Like they made a lot of money. They were always busy, man, because you had everybody going in there. You see Chinese people going there, Indian people going there. Like everybody was going in there because they actually had a worker. Like that's how you had to work there too. Like whatever, if you want to be a cook, it was like whatever you cook, you had to pick. What you're cooking under. Like they hire you that based off that. You have to be really good at cooking that specific type of food. Like
oh,
you
that's
didn't
dope.
like you didn't really have to worry about making the rest of the type of foods. You're just there most. Obviously, there's the basic stuff, the hamburgers, the whatever that everybody got to cook. But in terms of like that was the reason why you got hires because you knew how to throw down on something different.
Oh, dang, that's dope.
So that's what I was thinking with the whole, you know, food truck. It's like you have your 5, maybe 6 basic things you sell every day. And you want to use it be something that you can pretty much use the same type of ingredients in, but make different things with. But then like every week you just have a different special. I just come out with different specials every week, and if one special comes to a point where people ask for it so much, then you put it on the menu, I guess, and keep rolling. You know, just to play
Makes
with it. I just don't
makes
like it. I don't want to really work for nobody. Like I don't like it. I like working for people, like being my own boss. Or like I got my own dreams. I want to do my own thing. So it's like I'd rather bring quality to the world myself. Let me give you the world me, as opposed to like let me just make some other guy money. And he's giving his idea to the world. So not a hate
yes,
until I get there, or when I get there, things will change.
absolutely. When you get there,
When
when
I
you
get
get
exactly. But yeah. So that's pretty good. Thanksgiving, like I said, for food, that's my thing. You know what I'm saying? You just taco everything. That'd be
there.
fun, yeah. taco everything, all different types of tacos. You know, you can really, really, that is a great idea because there's so, I mean, so many different types of tacos. You know, from different meats, different ingredients. I mean,
Different ways you
tacos.
can do, just like like Chipotle, spin the tacos around and make burritos and the burrito bowls and the
Yeah.
wraps, all of that good stuff. It's
What would be
yeah.
your favorite, like, if you had to go, like, American, you know, Hispanic, you know, African, or what would be your favorite brand Filipino food, Chinese food type stuff? Like, what would be your favorite? Is it American or is it another country?
Definitely not American. It would probably it'd be a mashup between like I love like Spanish food and like Jamaican food. Like I was a big fan of the rice and peas and the way that they prepared like fresh fish.
Yes.
Way that they work with fruits and veggies and just like the soups, the everything is just really, really good, but it's also very nutritious and they cook fresh. They cook fresh. And nothing's like that, none of that, all that processed stuff like we have here.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
and then I
A lot
love
of people don't, that's another thing. A lot of people don't, especially here in the South, they don't be incorporating fruits into their foods. Like they think it's like that's a snack, but it's not like something you throw into your dish.
to actual, yes, true. That is very true. That's very
I
true.
love fruit in my, especially like salads and stuff. Oh my god, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
like that is the best part of it. Like veggies and fruits together mixed, and then like throw
Mhm.
some like chicken breast in there. Woo! There you
Get that
go.
savory and sweet. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like, they're a little afraid to like mix those flavors, that sweet and that savory, like the fruit. They just want them to be just fruit, or make them like to go in a dessert. They don't like to incorporate them with like savory dishes or like spicy dishes. But a lot of other countries do that, like pineapple and guacamole, things like that.
Oh, I love
Fresh.
guacamole, and it's good.
Hmm.
I love guacamole.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It is a super fruit or whatever it is. It's so
It's so
good.
good, so good,
Oh my
and
god.
it's fresh. All
And I'm
those.
pissed when you make it bad. Because I'm like,
Mhm.
how do you mess up? Because literally, you can probably just eat the guacamole by itself, the avocado by itself, and it'd be good. But the fact that you done decided to cut it up and smash it up and do that, and you done ruined it, I hate it when I take the bad guacamole. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, really? And
You gotta, you gotta know just how to mix them
that's
seeds.
expensive. Like, if we go buy it somewhere, ain't nobody giving you no $2 guacamole to dip. You know what I'm saying? Like, you paying
Yeah,
like,
guac is usually a little price, especially the
$50.
good guac. But I make my own. It's cheaper. It's cheaper.
Yeah, it's definitely cheaper when you make it yourself.
Yeah, but
I
it's
love
always
it.
cheaper when you can go and buy it. But I like it. We have a lot of Spanish restaurants around here. I love the fresh guac that they have.
Yeah.
And that's why I like this
Some of
the
these
Spanish
restaurants,
culture.
they make it right in front of
Prepare
you.
their-
But to some of these restaurants, they'll make it right in front of you. You just like,
Yeah,
but then
table
they,
side
they,
guac. Yeah.
yeah, they whip it up to you and they give it to you like, oh, that looks so good. Oh, you put that in there? I guess I got to add that to my recipe. Thank you. Like, you
That's
know,
what I'm watching. Watching still, people the recipe while they make the guac at the table.
yeah. I'm stealing from everywhere. It's not really stealing. It's like that's what you're here. You're learning.
That's how you learn. Expose
You're
yourself to different
learning,
cultures, how they prepare, and you explore and put your own spin on it. Guac everything.
right?
Right.
What would be your favorite dish all time making?
My favorite dish of all time. That's my collard greens.
That's not a
My,
dish. It's a side.
that's it's a dish. Um, what would be my favorite dish of all time
You
making?
always go back to like, if it's last minute, like, oh, I know I can go make this real fast and it's gonna be long.
It's always my greens. But let's think about another type dish. Oh, my meatloaf. I used to make a really bomb meatloaf back in the day. I used to make a
Oh,
bomb meatloaf, and I
oh,
used to make this bomb chili. Yep, I used to. Before I left, I was like Mother Teresa of the hood. Like people who I used to know used to be down on their luck or whatever. I used to make food, and because I didn't really eat that stuff, I was like in a real extreme weight loss and health journey. But a lot of people did still eat that stuff, and my family still ate it, and it felt good making those meals.
yeah.
We would go and put love into them, and
Okay.
the
Meatloaf,
stuff.
you got me at the meatloaf because not everybody make good meatloaf, and it's so
Oh
like
man.
you can make a simple meatloaf and it tastes good. That's basically what I'm saying. But people always trying to get extra with it, trying to make it better. Like, are you the bread crumble type meatloaf? Are you the Ritz cracker type meatloaf? Which one are you going with? How you making it?
Well, it depends on if it's a last minute meatloaf or if it's something that I'm planning for. Like when I used to make them for like Thanksgiving or a Sunday dinner that I was planning. Of course, we're gonna dry out some. We're gonna get us some breadcrumbs. We're gonna preferably use the bread that we got, and we're gonna try to make it stale and use that. But if we ain't got that, we're gonna get us some panko or some breadcrumbs
There you
and
go.
roll them in the bag, and then add the breadcrumbs and that with the seasoning. I used to buy the meatloaf pack seasoning and mix it in there to McCormick, and I read the bag and I was like, nah, I'm gonna put my own seasoning. I grew up.
Onions, peppers,
Huh?
onions and peppers.
Oh, you got to cook. That's a staple. You got to put onions and peppers in there.
Do you use ketchup?
No, I didn't use ketchup. I'd use a mixture of tomato sauce and tomato paste. Didn't use ketchup.
He said, I make a seafood lasagna with sun-dried tomatoes, but instead of red sauce, I use Alfredo. Ooh.
I love sun-dried tomato.
Ooh, okay, backyard. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out, my guy. That sounds good. That sounds good. For sure, that does sound good. Chef Z.
Chef.
Give me,
My
give me,
dad is a chef. My
give me a,
dad is.
give me a non-meat dish that you think, no matter if you like meat or not, slam it. That you should go. That people should go out and try. Even for like the holidays, make for the holidays or whatnot.
A non-meat dish. A non-meat dish that slam it. Ah, I don't even know what you call this, but I found this recipe on the back of the spaghetti sauce.
Huh?
Zucchini, squash. Saute zucchini and squash, and you add tomato sauce. OMG. That is really, really good. I'm just giving y'all
Is
my
that
options.
ratatouille?
That's what I thought it was ratatouille, but I thought ratatouille had like some mushrooms and stuff in it too.
I think it's just the zucchini sliced with the tomato sauce, whatever you put inside your tomato sauce.
It might be because ratatouille came to mind when I thought about it, but it was
Yeah,
delicious.
that's what
So
it is, ratatouille. Yeah,
it was so good.
I've eaten some slamming ratatouille before,
Yeah.
right? And when you grow up, you watch the cartoon and you think, "Oh, this is cool, funny." Like, what does that really taste like? And I remember as an adult, you go to a fancy restaurant and it's like, "It's like some ratatouille." Like, all right, let's try it out. Like, cause I wouldn't imagine thinking I could eat some sauce and some freaking slice anything and thinking I was gonna be a meal, But man,
Right.
it was jumping, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I never thought I love zucchini and
Italian
squash.
food's really good. Like you said, I'm more Hispanic food first, but then Italian food's like right there, close second. I love Italian food. Like I can eat some pasta.
I ain't no big pasta girl.
I
Like
just like
that.
cheese for real, for real. I'm a cheese guy. I love
That's why
cheese.
that's what I was thinking. Like I can't do Italian food because most of their dishes got either a lot of meat or a lot of cheese.
Yeah. But it's
Yep.
Hispanic food too. Quesadillas, tacos,
But you can always get a meat-free version of all of those. And that's what I like about it because you still get the beans, you get the sides, you get the fresh vegetables, all of that without having to have a meat. And you still get full. The guac, you got
a
salsa, you got
regular lasagna. Have you ever had a cheese lasagna?
no.
Like a 5 cheese lasagna? Woo! The
Well,
cheese
just
got
cheese.
different cheeses though. There's a lot of different types of cheese that carry different textures and whatnot. Like a 5 cheese
So just
lasagna.
the cheese, no meat.
So good.
I guess you would think about a cheese pizza, kind of, sort of.
No, it's not a cheese pizza, no. It's
No, I'm
lasagna.
saying like you eat the cheese with the pizza, like you got the cheese and the carb.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah,
it's
okay, yeah. 'Cause I do like cheese pizza. I don't ever really go buy a cheese pizza like the kids want it. But when we make them at home, if we got the right crust, if we got the right stuff going on, I'll make me a cheese pizza. Some days I do feel like a cheese pizza. Like, I don't really want to have the extra stuff, but I'm more like a combination. My guy, myself, you gotta give me some veggies. There's some veggies on there.
like the supreme.
Yeah, give me some meat and veggies, man. I love those two things. You gotta mix it up there.
My
But yeah,
husband makes
what?
the best pizza, the best. He mastered. I'm so proud of him. He mastered homemade vegan pizza. I'm talking from the crust on up, and we be tearing
What?
it up.
So vegan is what? That's no what?
That's no meat. That's no dairy.
No dairy, no meat. So you're drinking almond milk.
Well, I'm talking about for the pizza, but yeah, we do drink almond. Well, I don't drink
You put
almond
it
milk,
in
but
there. Is it substitute like we make the dough, the crust, or whatever?
oh, absolutely, you don't no dairy, no dairy. And then there's even like gluten free and dairy free crust sometimes too when he shortcuts as well. But yeah, you use the almond milk or either oat milk or cashew milk, whatever type of non dairy milk, whatever nut
I be
milk you.
confused on that. Cause I'm like, when did a nut ever produce milk?
The who?
So-
So extra. And
that did sound a little funny.
they don't, and it's just so to people just gotta acclimate to it. People we want milk, so I'm gonna milk the almond, but it is so it's just almond juice.
That someone said to make it, all you do is throw it in the blender.
You soak them and make them full of water, and then you put them in a blender. Yeah,
That's it, and then it makes the milk.
make some milk.
So it's not like a milk; it's more like a paste.
It is very much so. It's just the deconstructed version of the whatever almond or cashew, whatever it is that you use.
What was the thing you never eaten that was like at a Thanksgiving dinner that you tried and was the worst, and that you tried that was the best? That was different though. I don't want like normal stuff like cornbread or I want like what was the most different? Because like you said, a lot of people make different things on holidays.
Green bean casserole, a
Ooh,
bag green bean casserole. It wasn't good. And the best thing I had was like a icebox lemon pie.
oh my God, that is my southern side family traditions. The ice box lemon pie. I love that thing, and I just started making it like 2 years ago. I was like, Mom, my mom would never give me the recipe of it until like 2 years ago. I was like, I want to make it for my kids. Goddamn it. Because usually I ask her to make it, and she just make it and send it to me or give it to me. But like she wasn't coming up. I was like, I want to make it every third Turkey Day. I love eating it. It's an icebox lemon pie. It's the best thing ever. I love that stuff.
Oh yeah, I had that when I went down to Mississippi. The woman down there in Mississippi, they give you just different kind of listen. They cook with love, and I had that icebox. I got some of my best recipes from down there. But
Really?
yeah, oh Mississippi women, good goodness, some cooking
Like
women.
the southern cooking, like I think for me, being from Cali, it's a little overhyped. Like I get it, it's good. A lot of
What's
it's good.
overhyped?
It's overhyped. Southern cooking compared to West Coast cooking. I'm saying it. I think it's a little overhyped. Like 'cause I've been to some of the best soul food places I had. I'm just like, my aunt cooked better than that. You know what I'm saying? Like I cook better than that. Like I'm not down with it.
Maybe
Like
it's because that's what you that's food that you grew up on. It's what you used to.
no, because I don't even eat that stuff anymore. Like, I ain't eating no black eyed peas, no hog maws, no chicken, none of that. None of that. I don't mess with all of that stuff no more. But it's just over the evolution of cooking. It's just like okay, now I get to a point where it's like I just think I don't know, like some of the best places here. My sister talked me up, because I got brothers and sisters from Alabama. I got brothers and sisters from Cali, but my brothers and sisters from the South, like they be like taking me to these places, like this is gonna be the best food ever. Not it, like not it.
But you a chef
But
too,
just like
so
you, it's just like you in California, our Philly cheesesteaks, right? Like I've been in Philadelphia. I'm actually about to go be back there this weekend. I've been in Philadelphia and I've eaten Philadelphia cheesesteaks, right? And they're good. The bread's really where it's at, like in terms of making the cheesesteaks there. But in Cali, I like the way we make it. Like we make it with green peppers, onions, and big old hoagie roll, and the whole 9 yards. They make it on special bread, but just pretty much the Philly meat and cheese whiz. Like I ain't never had cheese. Like you should have seen it. I was in line. Imagine you going your whole life waiting to eat something you never eat. I'm an Eagles fan, obviously, as you see behind me. And like I was going to Eagles game on the New Year's, but we were in Philadelphia. It was in New York the game, but we were in Philadelphia. I got over here. I gotta eat it. I gotta try Philadelphia cheesesteak. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we're known for. That's our cheese. You know, all hyped about it. And when I was, they had the window open, and so you can see what they're putting inside it. You want it all the way? Yeah, sure. Why not? Whatever way you guys eat it, I'm down with it. But I'm used to like green peppers, provolone. Like just the whole nine on there. And this dude was like, I'm watching the cooking, and then he just busts out this big old thing of cheese whiz. And he's just like, I was like, why'd you put that on there for?
Yes.
The only time I ate cheese whiz was on top of crackers, goddamn it. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know.
Exactly. No.
They said you want it all the way though. And it was good. Like I ain't gonna hate them. I love and I want to try out a different couple. Now I'll be out there for 3 days this next week. And I'm gonna try a couple of different cheesesteak places out just to see. Cause they say that you gotta go to the best one, and I hear everybody say this one's better, that one better. So I'm gonna try them all while I'm down there for the 3 days. But man, I still don't think it's good. Better than what we made back home. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the vegetables in there. I like all that's in there. And I told him, like, I actually got a video on here, shout out to all the nation. You know, I did a video, my version cheesesteaks, and like everybody from Philly like hated it. They were just hating them. Like, that looks disgusting. Like, why would you put green peppers and onions? What are you doing? That's not a cheesesteak, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, it is, Like, sorry I didn't put no cheese whiz on it, but it's a cheesesteak, man. Back up off me. Back up off me. But yeah, hey, it's been a good. We're about an hour 12 in here. Give me your last Thanksgiving memory before we get out of here, and I give you one, and then we can get up out of here.
Oh man, my most fondest
Yes.
that I can think of. It's the last year that I spent in Memphis, and I had this Thanksgiving dinner that I cooked everything and invited my family over. And you remember that challenge where we was doing the mannequin challenge, and I did the mannequin challenge, and I had pretty much the whole damn neighborhood at the house. My cousins, my friends, they friends, everybody was there, and we did the mannequin challenge, and we cooked and we danced and we laughed, and I still got footage from that Thanksgiving, and that was one for the record books.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's pretty good. I don't know if I can top that one, but I remember moving away from school for a while. Like that's why I'm an adult now. And it went a couple of years back before any of us really hung out with each other again. Since after we got college out of the way and whatnot, and I go back to my hometown, and I'm just like, it's Thanksgiving, not thinking that everybody's still playing football, not thinking that everybody's gonna get together anymore. But like as soon as I got there, man, you just had that feeling like this feels like old times. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody started hitting each other up. You started finding out who's in town, who's not in town. And we all go out, we play that football game, man. It was like a rainy day, but the sun was shining. And it was like the sun was shining on a rainy day, and we had so much fun out there. We played like we were in high school, again, and like we're out there just like having so much fun with each other. We all went out, came to each other's houses, and did our old turkey thing until about 6 o'clock. And everybody go to their designated house. But it was great, man. Like that was
fun. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Hey, anytime, like I'm big on friends. Like you realize after you get out of school, like I know a lot of people, especially young people, they all think that they got a million friends. You know what I'm saying? Like you got 1.5 million friends out there. I played football. I was like, whatever. I didn't ever want to be considered a jock, but I guess the way I played put me in that ranking. You know what I'm saying? But it was at the point where it's just like I remember going to college and like it was like I got like 1 million friends, and then you realize you don't really have that many for real. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of acquaintances, but not that many friends.
Got a lot of people that cross your path.
Yeah, and then like so I was like, you value the ones that you do have, and like we all of us like we're strong, like we're like 20 strong. 20 of us still to today. We can call each other. We can not talk. We can not talk to each other for like a year and call each other and pick up that last conversation like that. Our kids know each other. Our kids understand that, we're gonna probably be in each other's life, it's gonna be that visit. You're gonna see Uncle Randy or Uncle Roy or Uncle Tanner. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be there. You might not see them on a daily basis, but they are definitely your life. And we buy each other's kids, Christmas gifts and birthday presents, and just like 20. But you think I met a lot, at least a couple thousand people that I thought were my friends, growing up, like, you got this big number where you're like, whoa, and it really narrows down to 20. And, as things happen, people pass away. I still count some of those people that pass away because they're still here in my heart. So, it's just like, that number goes smaller as you get older, and just be happy to even have anybody in your support at that point, and just don't ever get it, you know, I learned the hard way with the friend thing. I think everybody my friend thing. When you're in a time of need, you're looking for a friend. They just all like, "What? No, I'm not doing that." Like you're tripping. Like like what? Like I thought we were no. That's the lessons you learn when you get older. I'm saying like you really. Most people I know only have like five, two, three people that actually like are friends that were down. Like I'm talking about my friends that we are down for each other. Like, we do anything for each other. Like if we got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those types of situations. We can, like I said, we don't need to talk to each other every day. We ain't even got to see each other every day. But if we're in each other's town, 'cause now that we're older, we're all living in different states and whatnot. So we're in that state, like you're going there, you're getting treated like you never left, and the family, full family opening. Like they might not even know who you are. This is my wife Jane and freaking my kid Timmy. You know what I'm saying? Like and you're just like, hey, what's up? And they're like, okay, cool. It's like instantly, like it's just like you don't have to worry about that warm up process. It's just instantly, they already know what it is. And same with my kids, they already know what it is when we get there. And it's just like I love that, and it's like you try to get as many more friends. And I think that's the reason why I like to move to different areas, be in different areas. Because like you can get so many friends out of one area, but it's like there's a whole world out there with a million different people. And it's like I want to meet as many of them as possible. I want to have that opportunity to make them friends or become friends with different people. You might not, you might think you might be on that friend path, but things really come up real quick to make you think, you almost got me. I was almost gonna call you my friend, but I realized that you're not that person. You know what I'm saying? You keep moving. So um, that's my experiences, man. Like I love people, I love life, I love living it, I love food. Definitely love food. So this Thanksgiving is gonna be an awesome day. You know what I'm saying? I know we already got some things planned. I got some family coming to my house, and we're gonna throw down for sure.
Nice.
Maybe I do a little blog video or stuff. I definitely gonna be posting pictures on it because I love posting pictures of my cooking. It's like not people think that I can cook and I can get down. Like,
Yeah, post pictures of your food of the Thanksgiving spread. I think that's like a tradition for
it is.
social media so that we can connect and see what everybody cooked.
Yeah. So hey, thank you guys for being with us. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Subscribe to. Go ahead and tell them where to subscribe to. 'Cause, I don't like doing that part. You can tell them
I am Goddess Z. You can find me on Facebook at Zamika Lockett or Blooming Lotus Birthing and Womb Wellness. And also my YouTube channel, Blooming Lotus Birthing and Womb Wellness, and IG under the same.
Yeah. So go lock in on her, hit that subscribe, and hey, all you guys over my channel, man, shout out to you guys. We hit 6K. We hit 6K. We're on our road to 10K. We're gonna keep grinding. We're gonna keep getting it. I know I'm more of a sports guy, but I love this. I love the real. This is my baby over here on the entertainment side. I already said I don't even want another show on the entertainment network. I just want the real, and that's it. We're gonna keep this thing rocking forever. I let other people do other shows on it, but my sports side, I probably on 5, 6 shows over there. But on the entertainment side, I love this show, and this is my baby. I want to make sure we keep this thing rocking on, doing good things with it. So, you guys have a great night tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the real for sure. We out.
Peace and
Peace.
abundance.
What is up? What is up? Welcome to another